Hello everyone, Gavin King from Concourse Sports Car Restoration in Sydney, Australia. Today we're going to do something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and that is a back-to-back comparison between the commercially available exhaust systems that you can buy for Jaguar E-types versus the classic fab system that we've been using for well over a decade now, made by Jimmy Stewart in Scotland. The company name is Classic Fabs. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this car here, which is a fully restored, very fresh 3.8 E-type Jaguar, absolutely stock standard in every respect, and it has one of those said commercially available systems on it now. We're going to put it on the dyno, we're going to tune it, and we're going to see the results that we get with that system on it. Then we're going to put the car on the hoist, we're going to take that exhaust off, fit the new exhaust system from Classic Fab straight onto it, put it back onto the dyno, and tune it again and see what results we get in terms of performance improvements. We know it's going to sound better, we know the exhaust will fit better, but let's just see what it achieves on the dyno doing a direct back-to-back. So let's head down to the dyno now. So here we are now down at Brad Tilley Auto Garage. We're about to run the car up on the chassis dyno. We've got Jamie operating the dyno for us, Jamie Tilley. So we're going to do some runs here now, and we're going to tune it to its best capabilities with that commercially available exhaust on it. So we've got a basis for comparison for when we change it to the good system, the Classic Fab system. So have a listen now with the old one. So we've done a number of runs already to get the tune spot on with the commercially available exhaust. That's what we've achieved, 145 horsepower. So it's running needles, which is the standard needles for an E-type Jaguar. We've just set the ignition timing to spot on. So now we're about to put it on the hoist and fit this system here. So this is the Classic Fab system in component form, how it comes straight out of the box. Really nice exhaust mountings there, which is much better than the original old style mounts that an E-type comes with. So this is the exhaust system that we've just run on the car, so one of those commercially available ones. You can see it looks pretty old, even though it's done about 200 kilometers and some dyno runs. Press bends, ugly press bends there, ugly flexible joints, and fairly poor fit, although having said that, this one does clear the sump and does clear the torsion bars. That's not always the case, as opposed to the new one. So this is the commercially available one on the ground now. Notice I keep saying commercially available, I'm not mentioning names, but that is the old system, let's call it that, sitting on the ground. You can see those press bends, and everything's just made to a budget. You get what you pay for, and that's what you get when you don't pay much. And this is what you get when you invest in the quality of a Classic Fab system. You could see there the long, distinctive 3.8 resonators on the back, beautiful flexible joints, mandrel bends, very high quality stainless steel, fits perfectly in through there, all lines up spot on. So that's our first run with the new system. We've got a needle change to do, and then we're going to be back on the dyno again. Here we go. hear straight away how much better that sounds. It sounds like it's an E-type that's more purposeful. There's 8 horsepower, but that's over 5,000 revs where that peak power is. But you can see right in the meaty part of the range there where you drive the car between 2.5 and say 4,000, it makes a good 20 horsepower more, much more torque as well. We were able to get the mixture spot on with a needle change, a little tweak in the ignition timing as well. So that's the improvements that you see, and that's what we always see when we change out an exhaust system on an E-type. So we're back here now at Concours Sports Car Restoration after a very successful day down on the chassis dyno with the 3.8 E-type. Such a great achievement to be able to do something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and that is actually do a back-to-back on the same car on the same day on the same dyno to get an undeniable, quantifiable improvement figure. We know in driving these cars that they sound infinitely better on the road, they perform better, but to actually have that proof on a dyno there, which is undisputable, was very rewarding. So that's that 3.8 E-type. Now I just wanted to show you over here this fairly developed 3.8 E-type with one of the short manifold systems bolted on it. So this has been run on the engine dyno. We've done a lot of dyno testing with various configurations of short and long extractors or manifold systems here, and you know, this engine combination works perfectly with this short manifold system as opposed to their long manifold system that they offer, which also works very well in different combinations. So at Concours Sports Car Restoration, we're the Australasian distributors for Classic Fabs exhaust systems. We typically hold in stock exhaust systems for stock standard replacement up to the original cast iron manifold, such as the one on the car that we dyno tuned in the video, so in the standard diameter. We also offer big bore systems, so we've got stock systems for 3.8, 4.2 and V12, also 2+2 systems which are different, and we've also got their big bore exhaust systems which bolt up to the cast manifolds, and then your higher level of performance with the long and the short extractor systems, which this one is here. That's E-types. We've also got very much the same for XK120 in the single system and the twin SE spec systems, XK140, XK150 and Mark II Jaguar. Typically we've got all of those in stock, but you know, we do sell them and they do take a bit of time to build and to get here on the water, so you have to just contact us for more information on that. So as you've seen in the video, obviously we can fit the exhaust systems here for you and tune them accordingly, and they will need retuning if you deviate from standard. They will need rejetting and timing adjustments, so not recommended just as a direct bolt-on replacement because they are so much more efficient. So 15 plus years of dealing with Classic Fabs and their fabulous exhaust systems with Concours Sports Car Restoration. So for more information, just get in touch via our website and we'd be more than happy to help you out.